Hi, my name is Mandy Schneider. I'm the Operations Manager and Full Charge Bookkeeper at Success Bookkeeping and Business Solutions. We provide bookkeeping, payroll, professional organizing, and business coaching solutions for small businesses. I especially like working with small service businesses because I can provide personalized support as well as drive performance from an accounting standpoint. You can check out our website at www.successbkpg.com. I'll say it for you again, www.successbkpg.com. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about the importance of the chart of accounts. Well, what is the chart of accounts, you ask? I'll tell you. The chart of accounts is a list of categories of financial transactions that you would like to track for your business. There are two types of categories that you track your financial transactions in your chart of accounts. You have the balance sheet accounts and you have profit and loss accounts. Examples of balance sheet accounts would be fixed assets, accumulated depreciation, checking account, and current assets, as well as inventory. Examples of the profit and loss accounts would be income, advertising expenses, salary and wage expenses, and utility expenses. So now that I've kind of broke that down for you, let's talk about why it's important. I'll give you an example. Let's use Jim Bob's Photography. Jim Bob has three sources of revenue that he gets from his clients: wedding photography, stock photos for websites and advertising, and local class pictures in the community. Well, you ask, why won't he just put all that income under one account in his chart of accounts? I will tell you why, trust me. For now, let me tell you this. Jim Bob uses an Excel spreadsheet to track his income. He puts the client's name, phone number, the time the transaction was rendered, the date, and the amount of that service. He doesn't categorize any of his income. Well, for 2 months, Jim Bob has been noticing a decline in sales, but he doesn't exactly know why, but he wants to figure it out. Now, there's two different ways he can do that at this point. He can go in his Excel spreadsheet and try to divide his clients up based on what type of service they received from him, but that would take invoices and another spreadsheet. It would take a lot of time. Another option he can go with is just call an accountant or a bookkeeper up and say, hey, why are my sales going down? And there is kind of a third option too, and it will just be to ignore finding out why his sales are plummeting and just try to increase sales. I don't think that's a good option. Now, what if Jim Bob had 3 different income accounts and he had them titled wedding photography, stock photography, and class picture photography? And as he posted transactions to these accounts, he's able to see which type of service is generating the most income. I mean, as a business owner, you would want to know what services are giving you the most revenue for 2 reasons. First, to get more revenue from the best service you provide, and to figure out what services are just making you lose revenue. Okay, now I think you kind of get at the point here where Jim Bob with Excel spreadsheet can't really track where his income is coming from and which one is the best source, and him using 3 different accounts and being able to track exactly where his income is coming from. So there's 3 things you should keep in mind when creating a chart of accounts. Your categories, what you want to track, and that it can become a huge list. Some people become intimidated with the fact that they have a long list of accounts and they feel like it's hard to manage, but it really isn't. It makes managing easier because you're able to track categories really in a really defined way. Now, there's another method you can use to track your accounts. Let's say you had only one income account. You can use sub-accounts. If you use sub-accounts, you will just post your transactions to that specific sub-account, and that income account will have a total. And those sub-accounts, in the example of Jim Bob, those 3 sub-accounts, they would track the subtotals of where his income is coming from. So the key here is to know that you have to track things in your business to become successful. If you're not understanding where you're spending money and where you're generating money, then it's hard to progress and drive performance in your business. Well, I appreciate you looking at my video, and I hope you got some insight that can help your business in some way from this video. This is Mandy S. signing off.